What's going on, guys? All right, so it is Monday. I had to think about what day it was. It is Monday. It is no longer sunny and warm outside like it was over the weekend. It is now dreary and cold because this is Oregon, and Oregon is like super temperamental. She's like, I don't even know. She can't decide. One day she's hot, the next day she's cold. Some days she's hot in the morning, some days she's cold later on in the night. Hot and cold. We can never make up our mind here in Oregon, can we? It's all right. It's all right. We love it here. It's fresh and clean. All right. So I want to go over with you guys a little bit on numbers, on what it takes to promote. I get this question all the time. How do I promote? What does this number mean? What numbers do I need, et cetera, right? So I figured I would go over this a little bit. We can kind of discuss the, beginnings of what you need to do. And so what all these numbers are. So when you join Scentsy, you are considered essential. Everybody is considered essential. That means from here at the beginning, you are making 20% of everything that you sell. Okay. That's just where you're at. Your first promotion is going to be to hit certified. So to hit certified, that is when you have sold a total of 1,000 PRV, which PRV stands for personal retail volume. Okay, when you have sold a total of 1,000 of that in your entire Scentsy existence, then you automatically get promoted to certified. And so then from there on out, you make 25% minimum on all of your sales. Okay, so by saying PRV, personal retail volume, that is like if it's a $30 warmer, you get 30 PRV because it's retail, right? The only time that would be different on things is with our licensed items. So Disney, we have to give a kickback to Disney, and we give a kickback to, like when we had the college warmers or any of the charitable warmers, things like that, we get a little less PRV because we are giving a kickback to those companies, right? So like, let's say it's a $45 Disney warmer, you may only get 40 PRV, and you'll see that when you're putting in your orders, okay? So you got to kind of watch those numbers. But to reach certified, you could do it all in 1 month. If you sell 1,000 in that first month, then awesome. Your entire month, you just skipped the 20% and you went straight to 25%, right? Which we all love bonuses, so you want that. That is ultimately your goal. But let's say you do 500 in your first month, so you make 20% on that. And then let's say you did 500 the next month. Well, that hits your 1,000 PRV lifetime. So you guys are now certified. So your second month, you'd be making 25%, and there on out, you're making 25%. Okay, so that's just the basics on that one. But now, once you're at certified, it's time to move up the ranks, right? Scentsy has all these awesome options for you guys on moving up and building this ginormous business that, can be whatever you want it to be. You can work it as much or as little as you want. So that's kind of the beauty of it. And there's no ceiling to how much you can make. There's no cap. You put in the work, you reap the rewards is kind of how I see it. So you're already certified. What's the next step? The next step is lead. All right. It's time to start building your guys' team. That's where it starts. All right. So by making lead, you need to have one frontline. So a frontline is anybody that joins your team directly under you. Okay, that's your own personal recruit. It can also be later on if you have like this massive team and let's say somebody leaves, their team can roll up to you. So that's another thing, and they can become your frontline. But let's just hypothetically say it's just you, and you want to go ahead and you want to grow your team. Here's how you do it. You get a recruit. Somebody joins your little Scentsy family. Woohoo! We're so excited. Now, here's the thing. You can't just leave them high and dry. Once you recruit them, you don't just say, yay, they're part of my team. You guys, you got to help them. They don't know anything. You got to train them. This is your job. Okay? This is part of becoming a leader. This is your job. You have to now train them and help them to grow. Okay? So how do we do that? They join. Awesome. You help them. You help them reach all the specials like the shooting star and the sensational start, which we'll do a whole nother training on that another day. That's another thing that needs to be talked about. But here we go. So if you look in your catalog on page 61, it is not going to, it's because I have a stupid filter on. Look. Who does that? Who uses filters? Apparently I do. It's all right. Don't judge me. On page 61 of your catalog, okay? Page 61, it shows the compensation plan. All right, in that, there is going to be a whole bar graph thingy going on here. And it talks about everything: essential consultant, certified, lead, star, superstar, director, star director, and superstar director. Y'all, I'm at superstar director. I started at the very beginning with everybody else. Everybody starts at essential. And I always tell people, because they're like, oh my God, you're a superstar director. Yeah, I am, but I worked my butt off to get up to superstar director, and I'm no better than any of you guys. I always love to point this out. I am no better than anybody else, okay? I am just like essential. I've just been doing this a lot longer, you guys, and I turned it into a full-time business. So don't let anybody ever tell you that you're not anything else, okay? We all start there. Don't ever think that. Okay, so let's get on this. I'm rambling. It happens. All right, lead consultant. To be lead, you need one frontline person. That frontline person needs to be considered active, okay? Active means that they have sold at least 200 PRV that month. Okay, we all start off as inactive at the beginning of the month. You can sell your little heart out, and then as soon as the first hits, bloop, everything is wiped clean. We are considered inactive until we have sold a 200 PRV for that month. Okay, so there's you. You have your new little teammate. Teammate needs to sell 200 PRV. That considers them active. Okay, you personally, to be paid at this next title, you need 500 PRV. And here's the cool thing. No matter what level you're at, to get paid on your team, you personally need to have 500 PRV. Okay, that is the minimum that you need to do. Now, obviously, if you're growing a team, you should totally be rocking it and always aim for the 2,000 because we get bonuses at 2,000, so on and so forth. You want to show the team that they can do this because you can do it, right? So, lead is one active frontline. You personally have 500 PRV, and then between you and them and anybody else that they have under them by chance, that's your group, it needs to be 1,000 group wholesale volume, GWV. So when I say wholesale, that is retail minus the commission. So if you sold $100 retail, we take out the 25% commission. The wholesale is 75. Okay. Let me repeat that. The wholesale is retail minus the commission. Okay. Now remember, it can get wonky if it's like a Disney item because we do have to give them kickbacks and things like that. But if you just on a basic order, let's say you have $100 in orders, $100 order that's going in. Okay. The PRV would be 100, but the wholesale, which could be PWV, personal wholesale volume, is 75. So when I say you need 1,000 group wholesale volume, group is you and everybody that's underneath you. That is your entire group, okay? If you ever look onto the commission plan, you'll also see TWV, which is team wholesale volume. You don't have to worry about any of that until you reach director. So we're not even going to discuss that right now, okay? That only entails to directors and above. So don't even look at team. So PRV. You personally need 500. You need a group wholesale of 1,000, and you need one active frontline. And it says it all in an or. Bloop, 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 bloop. Okay? So that is to make lead. Once you've made lead, you are always considered lead, you guys. But here's the thing. The next month, if you want to be paid at lead, you still have to get all those numbers in, right? You can't just make it and then be like, sweet, I'm going to sit on my butt and not do anything. That's just a joke. You guys, that's crap. That's how pyramid schemes work. We don't do that here. Those are the illegal crap. That's where you don't do crap and you just get paid off your team. No, you always the Direct Sales Association, the DSA, they watch us for that kind of crap. We're legit. Don't ever do that crap. You recruit teams, you take care of your teams. That's the fun of it. But besides taking care of your teams, they become your friends, right? They become your family. All right. So that is lead. You are now lead. Whoop, whoop. We're all super excited. What does that get you? All right. That gets you still get your 25% commission. All right. You now get a 2% commission on your wholesale. Okay. On your personal wholesale. All right. Which may not seem like a lot, but it adds up after a while. Let's say you sold $100. Wholesale, or no, I'm sorry, $100 retail. So you get $2 on that. Sweet. Right? Okay. And then you get 2% bonus on your frontline who are essential and certified. So that's your new people. Okay. You'll get another little 2% bonus off of them, which is really, really cool. Okay. Next up from lead is star. Okay. So a little bit different numbers. You personally still need to have 500 PRV for that month. You now need to have 2 active frontline, okay? So that means now you need to have 2 people directly under you. And they can have people under them too, but you personally need to have the 2, okay? And then between you and them, you need to have 2,500 group wholesale volume. Remember, wholesale is retail minus commission, okay? So what do you get on that? You get your 25% commission on your own sales. You now get a 4% bonus on your sales. Then that's off of your wholesale, okay? You now get a 4% bonus on your essential and certified. Remember, it goes essential, certified, lead, now star, okay? And anybody that is frontline that is lead, you get a 2% bonus on them as well, right? We help our team. This is how it works. All right, so that's Star Consultant. Next up is Superstar Consultant, okay? This one's a little bit tougher, but it's totally awesome and it's totally doable when you start working all the things. Work your business, you guys. You can easily move up. It's just working your business. All right, you need to make Superstar Consultant 500 PRV for that month. Like I said, it's 500 PRV no matter how high you are. Like even me as Superstar Director, I personally need to have only 500 PRV. Now, I personally sell roughly 2,000 to 3,000 each month. That's just what I always aim for. I always aim for 2,000 because if you sell 2,000 in a month, you actually get another 5% bonus on your sales. So I make 30% off of my sales versus 25%. Any month that you have 2,000 in sales, you get 30% versus 25%, you guys. Aim for that. That is big. That is awesome, right? Because that's at least, if you do just 2,000, that's a $600 bonus right there. And what could you do with $600, you guys? That could feed your family. That could do like a car payment. That could pay for your kids' braces payment. I mean, there's just whatever, right? Okay. So Superstar Consultant, 500 PRV personally. You need 3 active frontline. Your little frontlines. You need at least 3, okay? Then between you and them and anybody else that they have on their team, because remember, you want to help them grow too. This is not about you. This entire business is not just you guys. This is about like helping others and paying it forward and things like that. Once you start to realize that like this whole thing is bigger than you guys. And I wish I could just explain it to everyone. A lot of people don't get it. A lot of people see it as me, what can I make off of me? Once you start realizing how much that like this can bless other people besides you, it's a freaking turning point. I kid you not. Like it's amazing what this business can do. Like, I don't even know. Like, yeah. All right. 500 PRV, 6,000 group wholesale volume is what you need to be at. Okay. So it's you need to have at least 3 frontline that are active. Remember, active means they've sold 200 that month. We all go in active at the beginning of the month. Even me as a Superstar Director, we all start with 0 in sales, right? So as soon as we have 200 in sales for that month, we're considered active, okay? So 3 active frontline, 6,000 group wholesale volume. Remember, group is you and everybody that is part of your group. That is everybody, okay? The only time they will break off as a team will be when you get a director underneath you, and then it's considered team wholesale versus group. Because once you become a director, there are people that are under them. That's theirs to responsibility. You're no longer responsible for that. You want to help keep track of them, but that director is supposed to keep track of all their people. Okay. And that's why they become group and team. All right. Here we go. Here's the big wig. This is the mamma jamma. And what's funny is that I heard another Superstar Director once say that when you make director, you're just a baby in the company. Because you guys, that's like the turning point. That's where the point where you're like, oh my God, this is a thing. Like this is a full-time business, legit, like holy bejeebers. I'm now responsible for people. It's a good thing. All right. So we all started essential. Certified means you sold a total of 1,000 in your entire Scentsy career. Now you're making 25%. Next up is lead. You need 500 PRV, 1 active frontline, 1,000 group wholesale volume. From there, we go star. Star means you need 500 PRV, you need 2 active frontline, and you need 2,500 group wholesale volume. From there is superstar, okay? Superstar means you need 500 PRV, you need 3 active frontline, and you need 6,000 group wholesale volume, okay? Now here's what you're gonna notice from here on out. After Superstar Consultant, That's where you need 3 active frontline. When you hit director, star director, or superstar director, you still only need 3 active frontline from here on out to hit these numbers, okay? Your group wholesale numbers go bigger, but that's because you should also be training your team on how to grow their own business as well. It's not just you and your frontline. You need to help them grow. Don't let them just sit there all stagnant. Show them the ways, you guys. Show them the ways. All right, big mama jamma, director, 500 PRV, 3 active frontline, 10,000 group wholesale volume, you guys. Okay? Now, it will show in there, if you look on your little thing on page 61, it will show 2,000 team wholesale volume. All right? This will apply to anybody who hits director and maybe has a director under them. Okay? When you are director level and you get a director underneath you, that director and everybody that's under them breaks off into their own team. Okay? So like for me, there's me. And then like when I hit superstar director, I think it was 6 active frontline directors. Everybody that was under them became their team. Okay? They are all still part of my group. Think about them as we're all one big world, right? They're still part of my group. But when a director is between me and those people, that is now that director's team and that director's responsibility. Okay, that director is supposed to step up and take care of all their team. Now, sadly, not all directors do. It happens. If you're not getting the love and care from your frontline, your sponsor, that's what I meant to say, or their director or any of that, then you go above them and you talk to those people, okay? And you get help. Me as a superstar director, even though I have directors between me and their team, if that director is not helping that team, then it is my responsibility to help them, okay? And it's also my responsibility to talk to these directors and be like, yo, home fry, what's going on? Why are you not taking care of your team? You can't just sit on your ass and get paid on them. That doesn't work that way. That's a no-no, okay? All right. So, that was a little vulgar, sorry. So, 500 PRV for director, 3 active frontline, 10,000 group wholesale volume. Okay. Usually on average, what I'm finding is when people hit director, they usually have about 16 to 25 people in their entire team / group. Okay. It doesn't usually just happen off of, have 3 active frontline and that's it. No, you want to actually grow. And it's a lot easier to hit these numbers when you have a bigger family, a little bigger Scentsy family under you. Otherwise, you're really striving to hit these ginormous numbers. Okay. You don't want to do it all on your own. You want to share that with everybody. All right. We're almost at the top. Star director, you guys. Okay. Second from the top, star director. Once again, 500 PRV. Remember, like I said, no matter how high up you go, 500 PRV is the minimum you need to do. You should always aim for 2,000 because you get that extra bonus. You make 30% each month when you sell 2,000 in that month. Always aim for that. All right, star director, 500 PRV, 3 active frontline. This is where it gets different. You need 2 first-generation directors. Okay, we'll go back to that. 30,000 group wholesale volume and 6,000 team wholesale volume. Okay, let's break that down a little bit. So when I say 2 first-generation directors, that means that there are not any other directors between me and them. So here's me, here's Bethany, and let's say here's Susie and Sarah and Shelly, and let's say all of them are just superstar consultants. But Shelly has this awesome person named Blanche, because we love the Golden Girls. And let's say she hits director. She is now my frontline, my first generation, not my frontline, my first generation director, because there are no directors between me and her. There's people between us, but none of them are directors, right? So she is now my first generation director. So I need 2 of those, okay? 30,000 group wholesale. That's me, the other directors, everybody in the whole my little world, okay? Then I need 6,000 team wholesale volume. This is where I was telling you about team, where it breaks off, okay? So when you have directors, their team breaks off into their own team. I'm responsible for everybody that's not under another director. This director and her team goes off to here, okay? This director and her team, they go off to here. They're still part of my group, but they're not part of my team, Okay. So 6,000 team wholesale volume. Team is going to be me, everybody that's under me that is not under another director under me. Okay. So I still have to work with my team to grow. Okay. And I want to help them grow because I want to see them hit these numbers too. I want them to experience the awesomeness of Scentsy and this business and the blessings that it can bring, right? So these will be my essentials, my stars, my leads, my certifieds, my superstars, all of them that are not directors, all of their sales adding up mine adding up minus commission, 25. And that's where I get my 6,000 team wholesale. Okay. Hit all those numbers. You just made star director. All right. Time for the big mama jamma. Superstar director. This is where I am. I hit superstar director, I think it was 2 or 3 years into it. I joined in 2008. First year I made director. About a year after that, I made star director. And I think it was 6 months after that, I made superstar director. Something like that. Gosh, that was forever ago, you guys. That was like 13 years ago almost. I remember when I hit that too. It was such a big day because I was celebrating not only me hitting it, but I was celebrating all of these people that just hit director, right? It was amazing. I remember it was like 4 or 6 frontline directors, 2 second generation directors, 3. It was just like boom, boom. They all just started hitting because they all wanted it and they all wanted to work it. It was such an amazing moment, you guys. I remember we just celebrated like crazy. It was phenomenal. All right. Superstar director, the very tippy top of this business. The very tippy top of this business. And this is where you want to be, guys. This is the elite. We get to learn things before people. We get special like trainings. It's awesome. All right. Superstar director. Here's what you need. Are you ready? 500 PRV, just like we talked before. Okay. 3 active frontline. 80,000 group wholesale volume. Okay. Now you're probably going, holy crap, how do I hit 80,000? Well, you guys, group wholesale, that is me and everybody that's under me. That's even my directors. If my directors are hitting the 10,000 group wholesale volume, piece of cake, right? Because we're helping them train. We're helping them get there. So all of theirs counts for this. I'm not on my own on this, okay? 500 PRV, 3 active frontline, 80,000 group wholesale, me, directors, everybody on my little world. 10,000 team wholesale volume. That's where it's me and no other directors, okay? So it's going to be me and all of my essentials, my certifieds, my stars, my leads, my superstars, all of them, no directors, okay? And then I need 4 first generation directors, okay? Remember, first generation means there's no other director between me and them. Here's me and here's my other director, okay? It doesn't have to be my front line. Okay, it does not have to be my front line. It could be me, and then it could be, I have a front line right here, and let's say she's not hitting her numbers. She's just kind of chilling, doing her thing, and that's cool. We love all those. Then let's say that she has a recruit that's under her, a team member under her, and this person's like, I want to work my butt off, and I want to get there, okay? If she hits director before this one hits director, or before this one gets the numbers, this person right here becomes my first generation because there are no directors between us. Okay, does that make sense? If there's another director, if it's me and this gal that was just chilling, let's say she just hits directors randomly. Let's say she's not even trying, but she kind of hits it because this gal's numbers are hitting up it, right? So she's got her active frontline stuff and she hits it. Okay, so now if it's me, this girl, and this girl, this one would be my first generation director. This one would be my second generation director, okay? So to hit superstar director, I need 4 of the gals that are up here. Doot, 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 doot. See, I'm using my pen. So I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but I work like visually. So if I say like, here's a person and here's a person and here's a person, then I think of it as a ladder, right? And it's bloop, bloop, bloop. I don't know. That's just how I see it. So hopefully that helps you guys figure things out. I did not read over the numbers. There are tons and tons of extra little bonuses. I'll tell you what I get as a superstar director. People always ask. I won't tell you the exact money I make because we're not really supposed to do that unless we add in the, what is that thing called? Income disclosure. And that's a whole thing I'm not going to read on here. You can find that on Scentsy as well. All right, superstar directors. When we hit our numbers, blah, blah, blah. What do we get? 25% commission on our sales. Unless we've sold 2,000 in that month, which I usually do, then I'm actually making 30%. All right. I get a 9% bonus on my personal wholesale volume. Okay. So if I sold 2,000, my personal wholesale volume is 1,500 because that's 25% less. I get 9% on top of that. I don't know what the 10% would be 150, so 9% would be just shy of that. That's another little bonus that I get because I hit my numbers, okay? I now get 9% off of my frontline essentials and certifieds. I get 7% on my frontline leads. I get 5% on my frontline stars. I get 2% on my frontline superstars. I get 3% bonus on my frontline directors and their team wholesale, okay? I get 4% on my second generation directors, and I get a 5% bonus on my third generation directors, okay? So people always ask about numbers. That's kind of what we get. That's the big mamma jamma. If you guys notice, it starts out higher with your leads, your certifieds and essentials. Gets a little bit lower, but your bonus gets lower, but their amount usually gets bigger because they're getting bigger, so it's actually a bigger number that you get, okay? The turning point is when they're at superstar consultant. You're getting 2% off of them, but you get 3% when they hit director, okay, off of their team wholesale. So I mean, that's the big numbers. I remember when they hit director, that is a 10,000 group wholesale. If there's no directors below them, that's 10,000 for their team. I get 3% off of that. That's a $300 bonus right there, right? These are just the basic numbers. Everybody's going to be different. Everybody's going to grow at the same time. And not all of your team members are going to want to grow up to director and above. Okay. Some of them are here just for the discount, and that is fine. That is the beauty of this business, that they can be kidnappers is what we call them, and they can do whatever. Because I was a kidnapper to start. I just wanted the discount. I didn't care about selling, and it just turned into a business. And then I was like, maybe I should focus on this a little bit more. And then I grew it into a business, and here I am. You know, we've got hundreds of people in our group all around the world. I never would have met them if I hadn't done Scentsy. I have been all over this world traveling because of Scentsy. You guys, when I say this is like a real business, it is a real damn business. People don't understand that. And people will joke at you and they'll be like, oh my God, it's a pyramid scheme. You guys, this is not a pyramid scheme. A pyramid scheme is when you don't have to do shit and you get people that invest in your business towards you, and they get people that invest in their business, and you're not selling anything. You guys, for Scentsy, you can sit there and just sell and be happy. You don't have to recruit, okay? You can, if you want, sell $10,000 each month and get a commission. That's fine. That is totally fine, all right? Was it Orville or Heidi? One of them told us, the owners of Scentsy told us once, and it was when I was in Director Boot Camp number 6. Number 6, you guys. I think we're in Director Boot Camps now, like 40s, 50s. I don't know. We're way up there now. Like there's so many people, we've grown so much over the years. But I remember they said, you make good money selling Scentsy, but you make great money by sharing the experience with others and growing your team. That's something to think about, right? And you always want to constantly share this experience with people. And somebody might say no. Somebody might say no right now, and that's okay. Think about it this way. If you're at the restaurant and you have a cup of coffee or tea or whatever you drink, we're going to go with coffee because I'm a coffee gal. If you're at the restaurant and your coffee is kind of low and the waitress comes up to you and says, hey, I see you need some coffee. Can I fill up your cup? And you say, no, thank you. The waitress is going to be like, oh, well, never mind. I guess I'm a horrible waitress, blah, blah, blah. She doesn't want anything, etc. No, that just means no right now. You never know when this time will be right for somebody. I always offer it to my team, like as they join, to these people. I always offer it to them, and I will say, look, I've got a hostess kit that's available. Would you like it? Or, oh, you buy this all the time. Have you ever thought about becoming a consultant? And they may say no. That's fine. I don't take it personally. I don't think I'm a failure because of that. I say, all right, that's awesome. I'll let you know that I always offer it once. I don't want to bug you. I hate bugging people. I hate bugging people so much, you guys. It's ridiculous. But I always tell them, all right, I always offer it once to people, okay? So now may not be the time for you, and that's fine. If the time ever comes and you are ready to join my team, the door is always open and we will welcome you. And that's how I leave it. You know why I leave it that way? Because I left it on a good note, and I left it to where they will feel comfortable coming back to me, and they are not going to be like, oh my God, like I'm so, like I told her no before. Ugh, I don't want to go back to her now and say I'm ready. I'm going to go find another consultant. No, you guys, I don't care. Come back to me. I don't care. I'm not going to judge you. We have no judgment. Y'all, girls, you can sit with us anytime. Boys too. We don't care. You guys are all welcome here. All right. So that was kind of a longer little training than I thought. I always try to explain it. It's hard to understand the numbers. Sometimes once you get it, you're like, I got it. I totally got it. And you guys can see where your numbers are if you go into your workstation, click on reports, and click on run a downline report. And you should see you and everybody that's under you. If it's just you, that's awesome. You can see all of your numbers right now and see where you're at. You'll see your PRV, your group wholesale volume, all that, and it's going to be you. All right. If you have a team, you can see definitely where they're at. And you can add things to you guys. You can show like there's little columns where you can see like lifetime PRV. You can see where these people are at becoming certified. You want to cheer them on. That is your job. You cheer them on to hit certified, you guys. That's where we want to be, right? We want them to make the biggest bonuses that they can make. So we're going to leave it at that for now. This was ginormous. I will upload it to the YouTube channel as well. But I hope you guys have an amazing day. If you have questions, you know what to do. Just message me. Bye.